Jack! I'll be gone for a little while, okay?
You're leaving right now?
Yeah.
Where are you headed to?
My friend asked me to join them on a sweets buffet, so I'm gonna go eat a bunch of sweets. They said there's a discount if there's 2 people or more.
You're going out to eat again?
What's that supposed to mean? I love eating, and you should be happy for me doing what I love.
Besides, who is that friend of yours that you're always talking about?
The friend I always talk about. You know, the one who eats tons of food every time we go out?
Whatever you say. By the way, do you know what day it is today?
Of course I know. It's Christmas.
Anything else?
Well, I mean, it's also the last day of the sweets buffet that I was talking about earlier. So I need to go no matter what.
Anything else? Other than your buffet or Christmas? You really have no idea?
I mean, if I don't remember it, then it probably isn't that important.
Do you really not remember at all?
Oh, yeah, I remembered, for sure.
Really?
Yeah, I totally remember. I should just get home by dinner time, right?
Sure. If you're gonna be gone all day, what are you planning to do with Amanda until dinner time? I heard she was gonna be doing her homework for winter break today, over at her friend's house.
Oh, yeah, she's gonna be at her friend's house while I'm gone during the day. And I texted her to walk over to her Nana's house after she's done playing, so I'm sure she'll be fine. She replied with a thumbs up emoji, so I'm pretty sure she saw the message. Oh, and I've already contacted your mother, and she said she was completely fine with it.
Got it. I'll see you at dinner then.
We've ordered some sushi and a Christmas cake for tonight, right? My stomach's already starting to make noises just thinking about it.
Your stomach's pretty impressive for fitting all of that after eating tons of cake at a buffet, you know. A normal person would go easy on lunch so they can enjoy their supper.
It's just that my body doesn't gain any weight even when I eat tons of food. So don't worry about me being too full to eat anything.
Whatever you say. You should really fix that habit of yours. The way you disregard everything else when there's a plate full of food in front of you.
What's that supposed to mean?
I meant every word I said. Literally. I'm going back to work. Bye.
Bye-bye. I'll be heading out too.
Isabel? I'm sorry, but I'm gonna get home later than usual. I have something urgent to take care of.
What's going on?
Just some trouble at work. I wish I could just leave, but unfortunately I'm the only engineer in the building who knows how to fix this specific system error.
Oh no.
I've come up with a way to fix all of the issues, so now I just need to code it into the program and see how it goes. But I'll have to run everything to see if it works after I'm done. So it might take a few hours to finish it all.
I see. Are we still going to do the Christmas party back at our house? I mean, the sushi and cake are about to be delivered, so I don't think we can cancel it all at the last minute like this.
You guys can just start eating without me. I'm surely not getting home by our usual dinner time, so it's fine.
All right.
I need to get right back to work, so I'll see you at home once everything's done.
Roger that. Good luck at work, honey.
Jack, do you have a minute, honey?
Mom, is everything okay?
Yes, but are you already finished with work for the day?
Yeah, I just finished a while ago, so I'm getting onto the train to head back home.
Oh, you were working overtime today?
Yeah. I was supposed to clock out right at 5 p.m., but our whole system had a meltdown, and I was the only one at the office today who could fix it. Finally started heading home 2 hours late.
Oh my.
I thought it'd take at least another hour when I first started working on it, so I guess I should be grateful that it recovered smoothly.
I'm glad it all turned out well, honey. Since you're finally able to head home, could you please come pick up Amanda?
What? Has she not been picked up yet? I thought Isabel had already went to pick her up.
I haven't seen her since she came to drop her off, honey. I thought it was about time that she got back from her plans to come pick up sweet Amanda. But she won't pick up my calls. It was starting to get late, so I decided to call you. None of my texts were being read either. So I was getting worried that maybe Isabel was in some danger or trouble.
I hope she isn't in any trouble either. But if she isn't, I can't believe how irresponsible that was of her.
Amanda is just saying that she could walk home alone, but I can't just let a sweet little 5th grader like her go out all by herself in the dark.
You made the right choice, Mom. Wonder where on earth Isabel went. She said she was going to a sweets buffet today, but they'd only be there for 2 hours at most because of the time limit. So I was sure she'd already picked up Amanda and gotten home by now.
Jack, can I ask you something?
Yeah?
I'm a bit concerned about Isabel's treatment and behavior towards Amanda.
What do you mean?
I wouldn't want to be the one to point this out, but I'm her real grandmother, and you're her real uncle. We have the responsibility and will to take care of Amanda, since we always have been and always will be her family. But that isn't the case for Isabel.
Yeah, I get it.
And on top of that, her real parents, Adam and Bella, ended up getting a divorce because they both decided to cheat on each other. And Amanda had to deal with that at such a young age. Then she suddenly got adopted by you. And she was forced to live in a new environment, leaving everyone she knew behind. This is the first Christmas after that life started, isn't it? For a girl at such a young age to face getting willfully abandoned by her own parents. The pain she's feeling right now is unimaginable, Jack. You guys need to talk this out and take better care of her. I need you two to build a warm and welcoming family for her. Until your house becomes her home. Please, don't hurt this child anymore. And make some fun memories tonight as a family.
Of course, Mom. I'll do whatever I can. We're still getting the hang of this situation, but I'm sure we'll make it out.
I hope so, honey.
I'll talk this out with Isabel again.
If you two need any help with anything, please let me know. Because I'm willing to help with anything for that beautiful little child.
Thanks, Mom. It really means a lot. I know this is sudden, but could you let Amanda stay over at your house for a bit longer?
Of course, honey, but why?
I'm gonna go home first to check whether Isabel's already home or not.
Of course. That seems like a good idea.
And just to be sure, in case I don't make it back before she falls asleep, could you please go buy another Christmas cake?
Sure. I'll go over to the bakery next door with Amanda and check if there's any left.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mom. I really couldn't thank you enough. I'm gonna get off my train, so I'll text you again once I check the house.
I'll be waiting.
Isabel! Pick up right now!
Oh, it's you. Hi, Jack.
Where on earth are you right now? My mom texted me and told me about how you just left Amanda over at her house and didn't even bother to come pick her up or even answer the damn phone. And why are the sushi and cake that we ordered all gone? That was for us three to celebrate together. I don't understand the situation at all. None of this makes any sense.
You're home already? Oops.
Do you have a problem with the fact that I'm home already?
But you said you were gonna be really late today.
I worked as fast as I could so that I wouldn't keep the two of you waiting. Whatever. Just tell me why you eat everything without me or Amanda.
Well, because I didn't want any of the food to go to waste, so I thought it would be best for me to finish it all. So after the sweets buffet, I brought my girls back home with me. We had a Christmas party together and ate it all.
And you decided to go out again? Where are you right now?
Yeah, someone said we should go out to get a few drinks, so I went with them. We're in a bar right now, but did I do something wrong?
Yes, as I've said multiple times in the past 5 minutes, why didn't you pick up Amanda?
Because she's not a people person, and she doesn't know any of my friends. So I thought she wouldn't be the type to want to go party with ladies that she met for the first time.
You're missing the point. Why did you party with your friends while leaving Amanda, the special girl, back at her grandma's house?
What does special girl even mean?
You can't be serious right now. Did you really forget what day it is today?
Just tell me.
Did I not ask you if you remembered what day it is today? Back when I was texting you during lunchtime?
Yeah, it's Christmas.
The other main event of today!
Huh?
You told me that I didn't even have to say it because you already knew. Was that a lie then?
Oh, I guess I remembered up until lunch, but I forgot after eating.
It's Amanda's birthday, you idiot! Amanda was born on December 25th, the same day as Christmas! Can't believe you forgot about your own daughter's birthday. This is ridiculous. There couldn't possibly be an easier day to remember. She was born on the same day as Christ, for God's sakes. She told us on the day she became our daughter, don't you remember? I didn't plan a party today because it was Christmas, Isabel. I planned this party because it was Amanda's birthday. And I wanted to give her at least one happy memory on the day she was born to her heartless parents. That's why I ordered sushi and cake, her favorite. And you just destroyed it all with your friends!
But I thought you prepared cake and sushi because they were my favorites.
I obviously wouldn't have said no to you eating any, and it was for the three of us. But we were supposed to be there to let her have fun. She's the birthday girl, so it was for her.
Oh, why not for me?
And also, about your girls that you've been going out with and ruined Amanda's birthday with, you actually mean Guy, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you so paranoid all of a sudden?
I mean Guy as in the food fighter who's been becoming famous lately. Arnold the Guy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
On my way home from work today, a few neighbors stopped by to talk to me. And they all told me that they've seen you two walking into my house while holding hands with each other.
Those people!
They also told me that they heard very loud music and chants saying Merry Christmas from the inside. And some very loud moans afterwards.
You're lying!
I had a bad feeling and left Amanda over at my mom's house until I checked the house to see if you were in there. And I'm really glad I didn't. Because if she saw the meal that she'd been looking forward to all day, and the whole house messed up like it was, I can't even begin to imagine how shocked and hurt she would have been.
I can explain.
We're getting divorced.
No, please.
I'll be sure to send in a message about this to your parents as well.
Please, calm down. You're the one who said that Amanda needed a mother in the first place.
How do you have the nerve to call yourself a mother while going out and doing things with other guys? You've betrayed our whole family, and that's all there is to this.
You can't do this.
I'll send all your belongings to your parents' house in a few days. Don't ever come back.
Oh, please, we can fix this.
I'll be hiring a lawyer too. I'll be contacting you through them.
Please, just wait. Aren't you to blame too?
What did you just say?
You're always all over Amanda and left me alone like I didn't mean anything to you.
Didn't you have something going on with the food fighter guy before this whole thing?
Why?
I remembered something today. Over a year ago, I saw an interview on TV. He said, "My girlfriend Isabel, she eats a ton like me and I fell in love with that part of her and confessed my love, and that's how our relationship started."
He said my name?
At the time, I thought you two just had the same names, but I guess it really was you.
Wait, please don't leave me!
See ya. A month later, we officially got a divorce. And on the occasion, I sued her for cheating. She ended up getting demanded $30,000 in compensation. Since then, she's been banned from her own house, and I heard she was working multiple jobs at a time to pay it all off. FYI, apparently the Foo Fighter guy didn't know at all that my wife was married. And he came over to explain how he had no intention in taking part of the cheating. Since he came all the way to apologize to me in person and didn't know that my wife was married, I decided not to sue him for any money. By the way, after the whole incident on Christmas Day, my mother decided to call all of our relatives together to celebrate Amanda's birthday. And it ended up becoming a feast. with everyone bringing together what they had prepared to celebrate Christmas. Amanda was smiling and laughing the whole time, which helped me forget all about the problems in the world and just have fun. Me and Amanda have barely begun our journey as father and daughter, but I swear on my life that I will live with dignity and pride for being a father.
Hey, Kathy, you got time to talk? I just checked the warehouse area of the company. I noticed that your car was parked there, but a whole bunch of other cars. What's this all about?
Oh, good morning, Laura. Sorry about that. I forgot to tell you about that. I will be borrowing that open space behind the warehouse for 10 days. Just so you know. We're friends from our kids' school, so I figured it was okay. You don't mind, do you? Just 30 cars for 10 days. It's not like you're using the space anyways.
Excuse me? I really don't know what you're talking about. I talked to the office manager who oversees the property. You told him I gave you permission? You got him to open the gate and just drove those cars in. Are you out of your mind? I never gave you permission to do that.
I was planning on getting your permission later on. Anyways, you're the president's wife. I don't see a problem. We are friends after all. Just let me use it for free. Just for 10 days. It's just an empty lot. It's not being used at all. So, what's the problem?
Just because our kids go to the same school doesn't mean you can just bring your cars here and park without permission. And this is a weekday? And you bring 30 cars in here? What's this about anyway?
Well, okay. You know my son. Well, his team won the basketball championship last week. Well, in order to celebrate this victory, we decided on a 10-day trip for all the kids and parents. Since it's almost winter break, it was perfect timing. We plan to take in various basketball games and do a little sightseeing. It will be a blast for sure. The kids deserve it.
What's that got to do with me?
We chartered several buses for the trip, which leaves from City Hall. But during the week, the place is really crowded. The parking area around that place on a work week is just awful and expensive. I have to find a spot for everyone. Like I said, this is a 10-day trip. And everyone has a lot of luggage. You know. The parking fee is highway robbery, in my opinion. Then it hit me. I remembered that your company was nearby, and you guys had that open space by the warehouse.
I'm sorry? Are you really being serious? I can't understand your reasoning.
The place is walking distance from City Hall, and besides, you're not using the area anyway, so I figured. Our kids go to the same school, and we know each other fairly well. So I was sure you would help us out.
You're way out of line. You can't just leave 30 cars here without even asking me first. And for your information, that area is currently being used. The cargo trucks come in regularly. We need that area to park the trucks and store the cargo. Those trucks are going to be coming and going all week. It'll be full by the end of the day. I can't allow you to park there. It'll disrupt our business.
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't you just close up shop while we're gone? Problem solved. Your place isn't some big corporation. Closing for 10 days or so wouldn't make much difference. And what if it goes bankrupt? Nobody would care.
Huh?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I really should have said that. But it's true, isn't it?
Yeah, whatever. Just get those cars off our property right away. This cannot stand. It's business obstruction.
It's too late for that. We're already in the bus and on our way. I'm sorry, but we can't return now. Please just give it up. I mean, it's just for 10 days, for God's sake. We'll be out of your hair in 10 days.
Have you totally lost it? We're not in this business for fun. This is a legitimate business.
Come on, loosen up. It's just 10 days. We'll be back before you know it. Have a little patience. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Your husband's company has connections with the company my husband works at, right? If you even think about getting those cars towed, well, I'll have my husband terminate all accounts with your company.
Huh? Are you threatening me?
Take it however you like. Okay, so make sure those cars aren't moved. See you in 10 days. Hey, Laura. We're back. Wow, what a great trip.
Oh, hello, Kathy. I was counting the days for your return.
Thank you so much for taking care of the cars for such a long time. Really appreciate it. Are you at home now? Nobody seems to be at the office, and the gates are closed. Could you open the gates ASAP? I'll have everyone get the cars out, and we'll be out of your way. Can't be obstructing business any further.
If you want the cars released, you're going to have to pay $40,000.
Huh? $40,000? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the cost for leasing out the space next to our warehouse. Due to the disruption of our business, this unauthorized parking of 30 vehicles in our warehouse area, you are insured for such damages, I hope.
What? You're not serious. Do you expect me to pay? But you allowed us to use that space for free.
I never said I would let you use it free of charge. You and your friends just drove right in and parked. You never even asked for permission. I never once gave you permission. I will have you pay for the damages to our business.
It's just parking. So what's this $40,000? It would have been cheaper to park at City Hall. 10 or 20 bucks a day tops.
Okay, I'll give you a brief summary of what this amount entails. When the delivery trucks came in, we had no place to store the goods, so we had no choice but to use the employee parking area. The employees were forced to park their cars at a nearby parking facility. That cost was $40 a day times 25 cars times 10 days. That's $10,000 right there. In addition, we were forced to lease the space for all the cargo we couldn't fit in the warehouse area. We had to lease a storage area across town, only place we could find at the last minute. So the cost of that storage area, the moving cost and labor cost for moving the stuff. We also had to lease the trucks and the forklifts. But still, we weren't able to fit all of it into the storage area, so there's damages for that. Oh yeah, and the parking cost to our clients. Did I mention the security we had to hire to watch over the stuff in the storage area? The total adds up to $40,000. Because you went ahead and used that area without permission, it put our entire business schedule into turmoil. We ended up having to cover various costs that we would not have encountered if that area was open. That's what it's used for. I expect this amount to be paid ASAP, or the cars stay put.
Huh? How am I going to pay $40,000? I told the other mothers that you would allow us to use that space for free. I can't very well ask them to pay now.
Oh, really? You know what? I contacted the club your son belongs to. They tell me you charged each member $50 per car for permission to park on our property. Is that right?
Well, you know, I was just,
So that's $50 a head, $1,500. Nice. Does that mean you charged them $50 to park here? But then insisted that you park for free? Nice pocket change.
Huh? No, you got it all wrong. I would never sow such a thing. I was going to give all that to you once we got back from the trip.
Then why did you insist I let you use that area for free? I have that line conversation saved. I could send it to you if you'd like.
I was just joking around. Can you even take a joke? Do you really think I would con the other mothers for $1,500? It was all one big joke, that's all.
Oh, really? It was all one big joke, huh?
Of course. Come on, Laura. Do you really think I was serious?
Do you really think you'll be forgiven if you say it's all a joke?
Huh?
If you consider this all a big joke, you're more devious than I realized. With your stupid little joke, you caused this company $40,000 in damages. And I expect you to pay it in full. And that $40,000 is only an estimate and doesn't even come close to how much business we lost in the last 10 days.
It's actually more than $40,000?
Of course. Our business was disrupted for 10 full days. Do you know what that means? Our employees ended up doing overtime because of the schedule change. We spent hours locating a suitable storage site. If you put into consideration the overtime and labor costs, it would be more like $60,000. If we continue like this for any longer, we would have gone bankrupt. So, I'll ask you again. Did you seriously do this as a joke? You were planning on bankrupting our company as a joke. Is that what you're saying?
Well, no. I didn't mean it like that. That was never my intention.
If you, Kathy, have no intention of paying, I will draw up an invoice to your husband's company. Is that okay with you? You did say if I didn't allow you to use the space, you would get your husband to terminate our account. Do you remember that? Because you said that, I have no choice but to conclude that your husband's company is a party to all of this.
No, please. I didn't mean that. My husband's company had nothing to do with this. Please leave him out of it.
But you threatened me. You said you would get your husband to terminate our account with them. And now you say he has nothing to do with this? Now, I could laugh at that joke.
Really, it's no joke. This is not a joke. I'm sorry. Please, calm down. I'll pay. Okay, I'll pay. I will do something about it. I'll pay. So, could you please open the gates and get the cars out? The other mothers and their kids want to get home, so please.
I'm sorry, I can't do that. Like I said, if you want the cars released, you must first pay up. I don't trust you, to be honest. You may just up and run.
How could you do that? It's like you don't trust me at all. Besides, our kids go to the same school. I consider you a friend.
Do you really think I trust you after what you pulled? I feel sorry for the other mothers, but I can't open those gates until you pay for damages.
Please, you can't do this. What am I going to do? What do I tell the other mothers? Everyone has a load of luggage. What do I tell them? Please, open the gates. Please.
When I was frantically asking you to stop, you completely ignored me. Don't you think you're being a little selfish? You almost ruined our company.
I'm sorry. I was in the wrong. Please forgive me. I promise I will pay for the damages. Just let me get the cars out.
I'm sorry, no can do. Call a cab for the others, they'll be okay. I have an early morning tomorrow, so I better get going. Goodbye.
Please wait. Don't leave me hanging. Please.
Sorry. Good night. The next morning, Kathy and her husband arrived at our office. They both profusely apologized for the harm they caused and for using the space without permission. The mothers were furious at Kathy for lying to them and was forced to pay the taxi fees for everyone. As for the $40,000 that I was demanding, The amount was way over what she could pay on the spot, so Kathy apparently confessed everything to her husband and asked him to pay the damages. Her husband made her promise she would never do something like this again and agreed to pay the damages and, in addition, compensation on her behalf. I brought along our company lawyer who drew up all the necessary papers. With the legal papers in hand, they were allowed to finally remove the cars from our property and back to their owners. As of Kathy, we didn't want to traumatize her kid with this unfortunate incident. So, all involved decided to keep the whole affair confidential. We agreed to explain to the other mothers that it was all a misunderstanding, that I had mistaken the day when the cars would be parked. After a while, our business finally got back on track. What a relief. For a while there, I thought we would go bankrupt. As appreciation for all the hard work my employees put in during this time of crisis, I included a hefty year-end bonus to all employees. Oh, and I increased the security around our warehouse and adjoining spaces so such incidents never occur again.